Hey, Testarossa, you got a moment to chat?
Not a problem at all. What can I do for you, Sir Rimuru?
Testarossa kneeled on the spot. Those around her immediately realized whom she was currently in contact with. It wasn't long before everyone else was on their knees, although Rimuru wasn't aware of that.
Oh, wait one sec. Are we connected now?
They all connected via thought communication.
Yes, sir.
I'm on the line as well, my lord.
They both sensed Rimuru nodding.
I've just finished a meeting with King Gazelle. We decided that the Tempest forces would take the lead against the Empire, but before that, we're going to go to the bargaining table with them.
So, Sir Rimuru, you'd like me to represent you in that negotiation?
Yeah, I would. As a diplomat, I'll let you keep your authorization to act with my full powers if need be. You may also consult with me anytime via thought communication, and you'll still have the same status as a corps commander, so I want you to work with Gobta and Gabble to get the job done.
As you wish.
Right. Great. Now, I imagine you're going to be exposed to some danger in this job, but are you okay with that?
Nothing wrong with that, no. I will gladly show the ignorant citizens of the Empire the full majesty of your glory.
Okay, cool. I mean, I'd like to avoid war if possible, but I don't think that's going to be doable this time, so...
So we will declare the Empire our enemies and lay waste to it then?
Huh? Well, I guess, but...
Then leave this negotiation to me, Sir Rimuru. If they are foolish enough to reject your merciful ultimatum, they do not deserve to breathe for another minute. I will destroy each and every one of them.
Testarossa was ready to kill. It visibly dismayed Gabil.
Gabil in his thoughts. I'd much rather not have this terrifying woman in my life.
I don't think you have anything to worry about, Sir Rimuru. Testarossa's just talking a big game because she's excited for her first trip to the battlefield. I'll be supporting her every step of the way, so we're rock solid over here.
You're really going to join Testarossa on this mission?
Yes, sir. As a commander, it's my duty to protect our people, especially the women.
I think I can take care of myself, but thank you, Gobta.
I'll send Ranga along too, just in case. If the Empire cooperates, great. But if they refuse, we'll have to fight.
Don't worry, sir. I've been in tough spots before. I know how to handle myself.
Just be careful, okay? I need you both back in one piece.
Will do, sir. We'll make it happen.
All right, that's settled then.
Let's get moving, everyone. Break camp and prepare to march.
As Rimuru gave the order to Testarossa's group, he thought, this isn't going as planned. He wondered if they thought he was being too hasty, but couldn't express his doubts. As a demon lord, he had to maintain a majestic image. He trusted Testarossa to represent him well. She's refined and dignified, but was she serious about annihilating the Imperial Army? She and Diablo are alike. These primals are dangerous. Maybe he should stop her, but it's too late. This is war. Pity your enemy after you win. He noticed Gobta's growth, taking responsibility seriously. He wanted him to continue improving, but worried he'd make a mistake.
Ranga, are you there?
At once.
Ranga, team up with Gobta and protect him if anything happens.
I understand, my lord. When do you want me to leave?
Right now, if you could, please.
I am off, then.
Thanks, I'm counting on you, okay? Gobta has gotten a lot more reliable lately, but I'll feel so much better if you're there for him. I felt kind of guilty, but I needed him to pitch in. Take care, Ranga.
Leave this to me, my lord.
Now he seemed motivated, his footsteps accelerating into a brisk trot.
So, we're negotiating with the Empire, but talks will likely break down. Once they do, we'll declare war and fight immediately. How should we position our forces?
Testarossa thinks implying war is inevitable. War seemed unavoidable, and we needed to demonstrate our power.
We're facing unknown forces. A poor strategy could be costly.
If Testarossa's negotiations lead to war, our city will be isolated inside the labyrinth. We should call Ramirez.
Indeed, the war's about to start. She won't be bored much longer. So?
Our city's protected by the labyrinth. We're fighting on our turf. That gives us the initiative.
Even so, Rimuru concerned about Gobta's force.
The enemy's forces are disproportionate, but we can treat the tanks as a single monster. We have the advantage. The supply troops with the tanks aren't even hostiles.
Rimuru was skeptical, but willing to listen. As for Benimaru, he confidently explaining his strategy.
If we deploy too widely, our forces risk getting picked off by the tank's fire. Based on your knowledge, Sir Rimuru, I calculate the green numbers won't withstand it. So, for our first sortie, I propose deploying the Goblin Riders alone.
You want to challenge them with just 100 mounted forces?
Yes, we'll test the waters, see how things go. If the tanks perform as predicted, we can win with our full army. If they exceed expectations, we'll reassess.
And what if things go badly?
I've instructed them to use shadow motion to retreat as needed.
Rimuru thinks Benimaru's using the goblins as a test, potentially sacrificing them.
It's the most efficient approach.
You're basing your estimates on my knowledge, but it's limited to what I've seen on TV. However, with Raphael's help and visual confirmation of the Empire's tanks, our intel is decent. We know the gun length, caliber, and sub-weapons. Given their otherworlder expertise, their operation should be similar.
We'll focus on potential weaknesses and adapt accordingly.
Benimaru's plan aligned with Raphael's calculations, reassuring me of its effectiveness.
First, our 100 goblin riders will charge in unison, using speed and erratic movements to evade tank fire.
Rimuru was impressed upon hearing that.
Their small size allows nimble responses. If lucky, they can outmaneuver the enemy.
Rimuru almost convinced about Benimaru's plan.
Gobta's team must remember fear loses battles. Retreat immediately in emergencies.
Don't put them in unnecessary danger.
In war, giving it your all is the only way to win.
I understand, but prestige isn't worth lives.
Your name must be protected, Sir Rimuru.
I'll keep the Third Corps on standby, ready to intervene, just in case. If I fought alone, I wouldn't worry about others' safety.
On the other hand, the Eastern Empire's side, Lieutenant General Gaster, Caligulio's confidant and armored division leader, commanded the Magitank force.
Defeating Dworgen and Gazelle, the heroic king, will bring me eternal fame.
Gaster envisioned the cheers and accolades, his heart soaring at the prospect.
With 2,000 Magitanks, victory is assured. I'll be hailed as a hero.
The Magitank force formed a majestic sight, 20 rows of 100 tanks advancing across the plains.
This is exactly where Rimuru and his advisors expected us to be.
Despite walking into a trap, Gaster was a skilled soldier and lieutenant general.
My combat skills rival any Imperial Guardian Knight. I haven't participated in ranking duels due to my division duties.
Gaster's focus remained on the impending battle, oblivious to the danger lurking ahead. Gaster's lieutenant general position brought prestige, but he craved more.
I'll surpass Caligulio, become commander, and earn hero status. That's why I chose to battle Gazelle, not conquer the labyrinth. I can lead allies and destroy foes with sound waves.
Gaster's unique skill, Performer, granted audio control and analysis. Performer made Gaster one of the Empire's most powerful individuals.
The Guardian strength comes from legendary Emperor-granted gear. I deserve that gear and armor more than they do. With Legend-class gear, I'll join the single-digits elite ranks. Ah, the glory of victory.
But Gaster's attention snapped back to reality, sensing something amiss in the forest.
Abort camp preparations and take cautionary positions.
Gaster focused intently, analyzing the sudden silence.
Something's off. No birds, insects, or animals making a sound.
Gaster detected faint footsteps and rustling leaves, approaching quickly.
They think they can surprise me? Think again. Approximately 100 figures, likely from the Demon Lord's forces. When our 700,000-strong army strikes, they'll panic. The enemy was 6 miles away, soon within magic cannon range. Time for a welcome salute. Gaster loaded his command vehicle's prototype cannon. Left flank battalion, turned counterclockwise. The soldiers swiftly prepared for battle, their tension palpable. We're ready. Let's show them our strength. The left wing battalion of 500 tanks floated, ready to face the forest. Ah, the Ranga monster, reported by the IIB.
Ranga, a 16-foot-long wolf with horns, emerged from the forest.
This can't be their entire force. What's their plan? Ranga's not here to fight, he's a warning. Rimuru's trying to intimidate me with Ranga's presence. The Demon Lord's proud, but this will be his downfall.
Gaster's laughter eased the soldiers' tension. Ranga approached, relaxed, and stopped 30 feet away. Then a stunning woman dismounted Ranga and walked toward Gaster's vehicle. Testarossa's long, pure white hair flowed beautifully, accentuating her beauty, but her body was clothed in a stern military uniform that poorly matched her looks.
Gaster thought to himself, who is she? The IIB said nothing about her. Ranga's considered a high-ranking official of the Demon Lords, and this woman's far more dangerous than him.
Gaster spoke in a dignified voice, trying to hide his overwhelming anxiety.
You're an emissary from the Demon Lord Rimuru, aren't you? You contacted me quicker than anticipated, but I'm glad his officers are such thoughtful, talented people. So what is your business?
It is a pleasure to meet you. My name is Testarossa, and I serve the great Demon Lord Rimuru, ruler of these lands. I convey to you the words of my master. Leave here at once, and we will overlook this violation of our borders. But if you invade any farther, you will be shown no mercy.
As she made her statement, Testarossa's blood-red eyes glowed intensely. Testarossa then moved her hand lightly, and a wall of flame suddenly appeared just a couple feet in front of the tank battalion's first row.
Do I make myself clear? Cross this line and your lives will be extinguished. If you are not prepared for that, stay where you are. Now good day to you.
With that, Testarossa gave the Lieutenant General a graceful bow, then turned on her heels and walked away, as if she had lost interest in the conversation.
How dare you make fun of me? Who the hell do you think you're talking to? And attempting such an obvious bluff in front of all this firepower.
Geister's anger had ignited, and his fear disappeared.
Think I'll let you get away with this?
Geister made up his mind, recalling the Empire's motto.
Courtesy to emissaries isn't a concern for the Empire. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, sir.
Shoot that cocky bastard's head off. After that, have the 20 tanks in front fire a simultaneous volley.
Gaster secretly used his performer skill to lay down his orders. The sniper attached to Gaster's command vehicle lifted his rifle and took aim at Testarossa. The long-range spell gun fired off a silent shot.
Turning around, her face evil and beautiful. Then she stopped the bullet with her index finger. So that's your answer? Well, lovely, a very fine one too. Let's make it a fair fight then.
Testarossa joined Ranga and walked away without looking back. Meanwhile, Casta thinking, struggling to overcome panic and humiliation. And he decided to continue as planned, determined to protect his pride.